is just fantastic.
So we've reached the end of the month, and two things have happened at the same time. Amber has addressed the cookie crumble stuff. Yes, we're going to address that here. And Chantal, understandably, has decided to come back and stream again, because she ain't staying away from YouTube. There's no version of this. We'll get to her later, don't worry. It'll be a second video. We're going to try and finish this month strong in this territory, and then try our best to go back to what we used to do before December. Oh, this has been cancer. I'm very sorry to all those that would expect better of me. December brings out the worst, apparently. And I'm not sorry in the slightest.
Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. So today is actually my 34th birthday, so happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you for reaching a number I genuinely didn't think you'd get to. May it be filled with all the gifts you give yourself, and cake that you also feed yourself, perhaps in the shape of a cat. Let's go with a calico for this one. May this next year of your life be filled with less cliché, of you using inflections that do not belong to you, and misusing the English language to try and seem like you're down and hip with the young folk. You and I are 4 years apart. I promise you, neither of us have that right anymore. You are officially old. Well, by the standards of what you are anyway, the half-ton heifer.
I hear the loudest noise right now. I think maybe my upstairs neighbor was just rolling something on the floor, but it sounded like thunder and I was like really confused. Okay.
And here I was thinking you were going to stop masquerading as a pluviophile.
So I'm wearing my new bow mesh shirt. I think it's so cute. But I will say, yesterday's outfit, like nothing will ever top it. It was one of my favorite outfits ever.
Does it top it more or less than the outfit we're going to have to discuss later, which we could consider the elephant in the room, that you may well have been wearing mesh for, if the mesh was made by the tailor who made the Emperor's new clothes?
And you guys, look at what I woke up to. Please stop right now. Okay, first of all, I don't have a vase. I need to get one. I don't know where the one that I used to have went, which is really weird. But Tommy surprised me with my most favorite flowers, which is red roses and baby's breath. Isn't that so sweet?
Aww, what a wonderful gift from Amber to Amber. Tommy to Amber. Yeah. Yep.
So I put water and the flower powder. I don't really have a green thumb, but I put the powder that it comes with in here. It's a little Starbucks cup, but I'm gonna have to get a vase. Isn't that like the sweetest thing ever? And of course I'm wearing my birthday girl headband again because today's my actual birthday.
If it wasn't for the cookie crumble video going public, I would be imploring you to go live, not because of the cookie crumble video going public, but because you could absolutely monetize the crap out of your birthday, and chances are people would actually send you money, whether that be Streamlabs, which I don't believe you use, or Super Chats. December's not been the best month for you, so this would be a great way for you to top up what little earnings you got for the month. And I say it's not been a good month because I didn't get many ads on your videos, and I don't have YouTube Premium or ad blocker.
Okay, you guys, so my silver purse would definitely match this whole outfit, but imagine if I switched it over to this red purse and it has this really pretty bling 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 right here. So I'm definitely about to do that. Like, it's just so adorable. And for those wondering, I got this one from Amazon and this one from Target, actually.
Considering what you do as a vlogger, i.e. nothing, in fact when you have opportunity to do something you still do nothing, this is still nothing. And I don't really understand why you feel compelled to share this part of your life. At this point, because of what's happened, I'm surprised you haven't started showing us rhinestone-covered bras, belt buckles that you'll never see, and socks covered in rhinestones.
Happy birthday to you!
Woo! Happy birthday to you!
Woo!
Happy birthday, dear Amberlynn! Happy birthday to you, and many more.
Look at the Amber thing first. Okay.
I did. That's the first thing I saw.
Is that funny?
Yeah, I'm about to saw that.
I try to do Billie Eilish colors.
What kind
Oh, Mom, that is so sweet. Yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? A serving for one. I thought I'd leave the birthday part in because it seems right that we actually have something going on in Amber's life as opposed to her telling us what's going on in her life.
So what is actually going on? I wanted to wake up and tell you about my birthday last night because something really emotional and amazing happened. And now I feel like I need to talk about the elephant in the room, no pun intended. So let's go do that.
You know it's going to be good, right? All the silence, the jump cut parts. Yeah, this is... I won't deny. I am, while sat back in my chair, I am braced. I am ready for Amber to start talking complete and utter crap. Yet at the same time, there's a part of this I have to agree with her on. You know which part it is. We'll get to it.
Who did it? Who did it? Fess up.
I can solemnly swear that I'm up to no good, and that at no point did I have anything to do with that video doing its rounds. The 1 minute 20-second video that has been shared to me by several people in Twitter DMs, and I'm not saying who sent it to me, so I can say that at least. And you all know exactly where this video came from, because Skanklin Reed did some Skanklin Reed stuff in this year, and well, this video was certainly a part of it. She did allude to at one point being willing to show parts of it in her YouTube videos, but because Amber doesn't like to show her doing anything, herself doing anything, we don't get to see the doing something. Although I will admit, it would more than likely get demonetized, not just for the less than clothed part, although I doubt she'd show that part willingly, but the part where she sexually consumes the cookie crumble thing. Yes, that. It's not hectic, don't try me.
Okay, so it is the next day. Hello, hello. I'm gonna try my very hardest now and until the future to say the dates of the videos where I'm currently recording, or to have it down here. It is December 28th, and I woke up today with my sex tape leaked.
The thing with this is, you have given two responses. This one and a community note one. The community note one is you vastly more indignant than this. In this, more people on social media were very confused how one could act so smug about that video leaking. If such a thing had happened to any ordinary person, they immediately go to the local authorities and get that person charged, because it falls under revenge PORN. Some speculated that you had leaked it, which I could believe, but at the same time I don't. I said I could, not that I do. Just to be clear here, don't try me, you know who you are, don't be unnecessarily pedantic.
Okay, it's not really a sex tape. You guys remember the whole cookie crumble cookie extravaganza? Well, she's back.
Yesterday I spoke about what happens in that video. The seductive eating of the cookie crumble is one thing. The then random clip that looked a little out of place in front of your bookcase, all that was, though, just to be clear, of you playing with a part of your anatomy, the upper half, because I don't think you could reach or see the other half, not that anyone should be thinking about that in the first place, was also randomly inserted into it over a 3 to 5 second moment situation type deal. You should, rightfully at this point, feel violated. How you're handling this in video form can only be interpreted a number of ways that do not make you look good.
Alright, who did it though? Like, who did it?
You know exactly who did it, because, and you discuss it in this video, there can only be 2 people, possibly a third if you include yourself. Since you were going through your Skanklin Reed arc, a very short arc, but you were a third wheel arc, you know exactly where the video went, who it was sent to, who received it, who's seen it, now everyone. You know exactly who played their part in this video's release, which means you can, by extension, pursue legal matters. Means, yes, you can do that. Proving it is a completely different problem, but that's on you really, isn't it?
So if you're watching this and you're confused, let me explain. I was in a long-distance relationship with Erica, who some of you might know as Valentine. During that time, we never met in person, so we had to get creative. And in doing so, we found ways to have a sexual relationship long distance, whether that was over the phone or in video or over like video calls, like whatever it may be. I knew that Erica's favorite dessert was a crumble cookie crumble, so I put 2 and 2 together just like I did, and I got creative and made a little seductive cookie taste test, if you will.
I can understand how that video can be interpreted as seductive. I genuinely can understand that. I do not find it seductive, personally, because it looked like a really grainy 144p quality bodge job, where you put more effort into doing something and editing something than you have done in any of your videos on YouTube. You really wanted this. You wanted Erica. You must have when you do more than you have done on YouTube. You, Amberlynn Reed, trying the long distance thing is hilarious. It's hilarious because you knew about other relationships going on at the same time, and yet you were still willing to go into that. But then a lot of your previous relationships usually involve someone either coming out of a relationship or still being in one, like you. You are very much a locust, and a harvest is all you seek.
So I sent that to her, she loved it. And then I also showed it to one of my friends, Alexis, hello. Her and I went through a whole situation type deal. We don't have to dive into that because we have so moved past it.
While you two may have moved beyond it, a lot of what Alexis said in those videos is now public knowledge. Those videos are everywhere, even if Alexis had deleted them, and you two may be resolved. The information, though, was still truthful from someone who at that time had been hurt by you. You being a third wheel in a lot of the Skanklin arc was hilarious and made you look desperate, especially when you kept telling us you were so keen to be single the entire time you were doing anything but.
But during that era, she decided to let everyone know, I've seen the Cookie Crumble Crumble Cookie video. So it became a meme. It became a thing.
It did, and you had said at some point you were going to release it. I doubt the entirety, including the part where you were topless, but certainly the rest of it. Because if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? Also, if you had released it, you would have been in control of the narrative of it. Although there was also a risk at that point that if you had released it and removed parts of it, the full version would eventually come out. Although I do firmly believe if two people break up and you have material of them in various stages of undress, you must delete it. You have no right to keep that, and you certainly have no right to share it. You had the goods, now you erase the goods and neuralize your mind, forgetting the goods.
So I said, you know what? Loud and proud, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm confident in it. I still stand by that. I even said, you know what? I'll show it my damn self. But I never said I would show it for free.
To be honest, based on your content for the past 4 years, I don't believe, and I think everyone believes this as well, that you would never have released that video anyway. Because it's one of the very few times where you're seen doing something, even if it does involve rubbing cream on your chest. You would never show that. Because, again, you can't control the complete narrative once the original video comes out, and it would have come out. I'm not going to sit here and morally grandstand about you shouldn't be making these kind of videos. No. Only that there is a consequence to those kind of videos existing in the first place. As a remark, nothing more. My only gripe is you think you actually would have released part of that to the public. But not for free, of course. Maybe you should have made that a donation goal on a live stream. You could have actually made bank on it. Like an only Fupa Fibro failed adult film actor sort of video.
Anyways, so since then, the people who have seen that video, Erica, Alexis,
The rest of the internet?
Brittany, who is Erica's wife,
The rest of the internet, and that, by the way, doesn't make you any less of a trashy, skanky Lynn Reed person.
who might now be ex-wife. I'm confused. I don't follow along personally.
That's a load of bull, and we both know that. We know you follow everything and everyone religiously. So much so that you were very recently banned from Oh Lordy It's Geordie's live stream chat.
If she talks again, I'm going to block her. Because I'm staying true to my word. I'm staying true to my word. Unblock me on Instagram, Amber. Unblock me on Instagram. Oh my god. Okay, there she is. There she is. You are the last thing that Amberlynn said on my channel. Everyone write this down. Everyone get notepads out. This will be on the chapter test. Amberlynn's final words in my chat. You are literally dense. Dense was capitalized. And money hungry, so you feed off the drama. Well, Amberlynn, I will say, I think that based on what we have seen on the past year with your influence on the internet, there is only one person being fed, and that's you, hun. Piss off. Mic drop! Oh my god. Okay, alright, she's gone. Amberlynn is hashtag blocked.
LOL!
And I don't care to. Also, Tommy, this Cookie Crumble Crumble Cookie video was supposedly last night on my birthday, while I'm having the time of life with my family, celebrating my birthday, was sent to a few reaction channels via Twitter, I think. And since then, the person who made the account to send out the Cookie Crumble Crumble Cookie video has now deleted their Twitter account, so we don't even know who it is.
Disclaimer. The account that she is referencing did not send that video to me. Not one of the 7 accounts was that. Continuing though, because the account deleted itself was created solely to put that video online, it has led to speculation that Amber created it to drum up additional interest in her content because her views over the course of 2024 have hemorrhaged. Although let's face it here, it's not going to send people willingly over there unless they're interested in feeder content. And Amber barely does that these days. She teases feeder content by nibbling on things and quote, reviewing things, and then wasting food with salt. But she loves salt, so we all know she ate it anyway.
Oh, but I know who it is. I am not stupid. So I'm bad with timelines, but I would say maybe a few weeks ago, there was a body shot photo, 2 of them I think, that was floating around of me, and a reaction channel or someone on Instagram, I forget, they were like, this was sent to me anonymously. I hope maybe I can find the photo. If I do, I'll post it here.
Because Amberlynn Reid doesn't put any effort into her content, she clearly sucks at Google Foo and finding those pictures. They're not here at all. In fact, you got me instead, because she failed. If they're the pictures I think they're referring to, or she's referring to, I'm not putting them on the screen. When it comes to the video in question, even though it's in the public space now, I will not show anything from it. In the past, I've used one image that she herself used on a thumbnail, seductively looking at a cookie crumble. Yes, it's the Thirstlin crap, yeah, that. There are others, but no, I won't do that. To me, it falls under revenge, PORN, and I can't be a part of it. I know the conspiracy is that perhaps she put it out there, but I'm going to hedge my bets with a little bit of honesty and say that she didn't do that. I can't. I want to see the better in people, even if it is Amber, and it's impossible to see it.
But these photos were taken by my mom in front of a Mexican restaurant specifically for Erica. I am a bigger girl, so when I'm in a long distance relationship, I make it very well known. This is what my body looks like.
You look like you weigh less in those pictures. That must have been the semaglutide when it was working, before it, went past its best before date, according to you. Or were you actually messaging Tommy at the same time here? I know you claimed June 18th, I think it was. But let's face it here, no one believes you because a lot of what you say has been proven to be a lie.
So I do not shy away from hey, this is my body. Because it's like when you meet me in person, I do not want you to be surprised. So those photos were specifically taken for Erica, sent to Erica, and only seen by Erica. So it's not really anonymous now, is it?
I like you're trying to seem matter-of-factly here. The problem you've got is you need to do better to prove it, because all you're doing is in YouTube form acting like a sleuth when this should all be done via the police. If you have the information to confirm it, you should immediately contact the authorities. This, of course, is easy and free content for you, but let's face it here, Amber, you are far too excited about this being leaked. The comments in your video point this out. They point out that you deny making feeder content, and yet now it's proven you've made feeder content. Earlier this year, you freaked out when someone took a photo of you in public. Now you're giddy about this. But then, much like this and that, not long after, you then get indignant and stretch it out. And I fully expect you in 2025 to do that.
So since my cookie crumble cookie video was sent out last night on my birthday, I know it's from a very bitter person, Erica, just know that you are pathetic. It is revenge porn, and that is illegal. Again, I stand by what I said. I'm confident in that video. I feel like the whole meme of it is a lot more sexual than the actual video, because I feel like people are thinking I'm doing something hexacana.
The word hectic has lost all meaning. Making up a newer version of it sounds like a wrestler's name. As far as the video goes, and I said I wouldn't discuss too much of it in this, you don't do too much. You do something, again with your chest, but your hair covers that, thankfully. Seductively eating a cookie crumble is something, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going to judge, really, because that video should never be public in the first place.
With a damn cookie, and I'm telling you, that's not what's happening in it. This whole thing is just nutso, and it's like, Erica, Brittany, please leave me alone. I have moved on. I have found love. Now that you guys are supposedly divorced, I hope that you guys do as well, so you can move on and delete my damn cookie crumble video. Why do you still have that?
The problem you have, Amber, here is you've admitted it's illegal what they've done, if they did it, but you have to now prove they did it. You may well be able to, if they did, with what you've said. There is a chance of it. Hell, if Twitter could hold on to that account, there's a chance they could trace the person that created it. Perhaps. Alright? There are possible avenues here that can be explored. Using them when they're not going to, and they're unlikely to, publicly talk about this is a dangerous play and could fall within the realm of defamation. This is why I don't like content being made on things that are illegal, because you should explore the legal avenues first before you say anything about it.
Talk about weird. See those clothes? I need to put them away. Does anyone else have just like things that they procrastinate so hardcore? One of my biggest ones, putting away clean clothes. I don't know what it is.
As far as the discussion of the cookie crumble whole debacle, that's the end of it. She finishes the video talking about laundry, not wanting to put it away, blah blah blah, gifts, blah blah blah. In retrospect, this video would have only been 5 minutes at most had she not inserted the cookie crumble stuff into it. It might have been closer to 4. If Amber is to keep up with her every other day upload, she needed the cookie crumble thing to happen. Now, before we finish, there are 2 posts I need to read. That was my dog shaking her head. The first one. I think people forget that the copyright system is a thing. I would assume this being in reference to anyone showing that video. Although Amber's not really known for being much of a flagger. She does flag, but not that often. The second. After more has been revealed today, I feel extremely violated. I said I would share the cookie video on my time, not someone else's. The full stops and commas are one thing. Inability to use capitals and apostrophes astonishes me. Also, you would never share the video. Amber, anything with you doing something never sees the light of day, or is an off-the-cuff little bit that somehow turns into a viral clip on TikTok that you milk. Someone also decided to send it to reaction channels. That is not the way I would have gone about it. Of course not. You never would have released it. I would have made a profit and done it when I was ready, so never. Or when your views dried up and you went down the only fupa fibre failed adult film actor way path. Only 2 people have actually had the physical video, now many more. Erica, Alexis. It wasn't Alexis because when I told her, she was shocked and immediately told me to get the law involved. Alexis is correct and you should. Erica is backstabbing, crazy, and ABUSIVE. This is her way of getting to me. At first it didn't bother me, but the more I find out today, like how people are now trying to sell it, it is sick and I feel violated. I wouldn't do this to myself. I've done a lot of things, but not this. No, I did not downvote it. Just to be clear, it's an image from Twitter, because people are not on her side. They're really not. Unless you can prove Erica did it, you are dragging someone and it is a dangerous way to open yourself up to a countersuit. You, Amber, have to be more careful. It is not my place to tell you who you should or should not share this kind of content with. And I'm not going to either. We can speak about what has happened as a consequence, but we can only speculate who is responsible. Because you are a proven liar, it is even harder to confirm who did or did not post the video to Twitter. And then reach out to the haters of to then share it even further on forums and all over virtually every platform where you are present. TikTok is excluded because that hug box is a safe space for you. Well, unless it, gets banned in your country.